From Los Angeles, California, for the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, joined by a man who is completely Donald Ducking it and is currently mashing his boner against the webcam. That's Jeff Clark.
Hey, thanks for having me again.
And transmitting to us from the New York City sewers, the fifth Ninja Turtle, known as Shuddyboy.
Yo, rap, rap.
Oh man, Jeff, you just took a sip of the MSPH mug.
Yeah,
Which
I got the Death Wish coffee, the world's strongest coffee in here.
Oh, you're still fucking with that.
What's up?
You're still fucking with that.
I usually brew like a pot or a couple cups before Mad Scientist Party Hour. Dude, I wake up so early. I'm up at like 5 a.m. some days, and it's based on my previous work schedule, which is lightened up a little bit now, and I don't have to be up that early, but I don't know. I'm kind of conditioned to wake up that early, and I do like it, but like I'm out by like 9:30 usually, so I'm really dragging ass, even more so than Shuddy, and he's 3 hours ahead and actually works like a full day of work, but so that's why I get this going, so I can be fully ready. I don't have those caveman coffees anymore.
Well, there have been some new additions to the MSPH West Coast operations, I guess.
Oh.
So I got the people that listen to the Patreon show. Main show last week, I spilled a little bit of water. It got on my comics that are propping up the laptop. And during the Patreon show, full-blown epic glass of coffee knocked over on all the equipment, bunch of the cables, my tablecloth got soaked. It was a catastrophe. So Jeff joked, "Oh, I'm buying you sippy cups." But it turns out Jeff wasn't joking.
Yeah, no, I got you sippy cups right as we were recording.
I now have 2 sippy cups. And I know Jeff sent them as a gag gift, but I am fully planning on utilizing these. I've got the blue one has my water, the green one has my caveman coffee.
Nice. No, your actions and your clumsiness forced me to do it and forced you to use the sippy cup.
Mm.
I mean, you have what it was. I don't know what the exact count is on it. We'd have to connect with Dylan, the truck driver, but you spilled your water like 3 times last week.
Yeah. And I'm this is my first time using them. This is my first sip of the sippy cups. And you got to suck this motherfucker so hard that I almost feel like I need to call my mom and come out. This is
You might not have something together properly.
I don't like I'm getting
You
coffee.
gotta fillet that sippy
Or
cup.
Jeff really skimped on the quality.
And look how tiny
the
that nub is.
not kinked inside.
It's made for babies.
Corners on the sippy cups. Come on.
So I can't get my grown-up mouth on this fucking baby nub.
It's like a nipple. It's like a little nipple.
And then look, I can close this little dinosaur scales. Boom.
Well,
protected. Now I can knock everything over.
Well, I guess now while we're talking about beverages,
Oh,
yeah.
time to present this.
Straight out of Canada, right?
Yeah,
right.
This came from Bucci's in Canada. He messaged me on Discord asking me if I would drink a 22-year-old Coca-Cola.
Oh. Shuddy, you might want to give yourself a little bit more juice. Just turn
More
your
juice?
volume up a little bit. You're a little quiet. Yeah. We're
Is that
doing a little
better?
tweaking.
Let me
Yeah, you sound good.
Go into the Zoom settings, though, just to make sure that that's not fucking with us this time. Oh,
Kevin, all of us
microphone.
audio experts, we refer to it as gain. That's the industry term.
How's that? Is that better? Because
That is better. Yes.
All
You
right.
really gained the fuck out of your sound. Good job.
So yeah, we'll do this.
That's a 22-year-old bottle of Coke.
Yes, from 1994.
Why does that exist?
Great question. Yeah,
I have no backstory on why Bucci's had a 22-year-old bottle of Coke sitting around.
And you're going to drink
to
it?
Send me. Yeah.
Okay.
You think I shouldn't?
No, of course I think you should.
Yeah, Kevin wasn't going to stop you.
I mean, it looks flat as fuck.
It's still liquid. That's always a good sign.
There's nothing that I can see floating in it. It's the correct color Coca-Cola should be. It is definitely flat, though. There is not a carbonated bubble in this.
So, do you think the carbonation's lost after it expires?
I think the carbonation just gets lost in general.
Let's hear that
time.
beautiful.
And it is. There's not going to be a beautiful.
Maybe. So.
Okay.
A little one.
It was a little baby, baby one.
Little baby queef.
Little baby Coke queef.
What are you expecting this to taste like? Oh, you shouldn't have sniffed it. That might.
It smells like Coca-Cola.
This could be good.
It's a little foul, a little funky.
Well, there's nothing growing. There's no flex. Oh no, Shuddy's frozen.
It's definitely.
He's moving again.
No. I was taking a good long whiff.
I just snorting a big line of Coke.
Does Sharon know about this?
She's not happy about it.
Yeah.
She thinks it's a bad idea.
Well, we think it's a good idea, so she's officially outvoted.
It's 2-1.
Oh, Shuddy's going in for round 2.
Okay, you enjoy it now. Now you.
It's got a little bit of a funky taste to it. No carbonation. And I'm chalking it up to... Nope, it is corn syrup.
Yeah, you're fucking nasty, Shuddyboy.
Maybe it's just a Canadian thing. You should just chalk it up to the Canadians. Blame them.
Man, Shuddy's just gonna chug this fucking thing. Oh, he didn't look like he liked that one.
Go to town on that.
Oh my god. Oh, Shuddy.
Oh, baby.
Shuddy got it.
Got that poisoning right out of the way. Good job, Shuddy.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
This will be a fun game. Will Shuddy die? I should have made an intro.
I don't think I'll die. He also sent me a box of snacks.
Are they expired?
No, these are legit. Hickory sticks.
Oh!
Even with a sippy cup, you're making a mess.
Yeah, it flicked the... I got fucking coffee all over me.
Did the sippy cup just nuddle over your face?
Yeah! What
That
the
was
fuck?
awesome. That was awesome.
What the hell? Come on!
I filtered that by the best average rating. So I got you the best sippy cup on the market.
Please go on Amazon and give it 1 star. I should not
All
open it
right.
up and have the fucking sippy cup nipple spray coffee all over my face. What the shit? This sucks. Now my hands are all sticky.
What kind of snack is the hickory sticks?
So they're potato sticks.
Like Andy's fries? Oh, I see.
And
Yeah, like Andy's cheese fries type thing, like almost like a Funyun.
but a French fry version. Like
You've had those before, right? The Andy Caps hat fries or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They're like
Canadian.
but Canadian. So there's a hint of barbecue flavor. They're very salty. I am on record recently stating that I am not a potato snack fan. I have taken that stance recently, but
I feel like you got pushed to that stance.
no, I'm not. I really am not a big potato chip fan. I'm not. a big French fry fan. I like potatoes when they're super salty, essentially. Like when McDonald's fries are super salty, I think they're one of the best things ever.
Right.
But I don't go out of my way to eat potato chips or anything. But as far as a potato-based snack goes, these are really fucking good.
Oh, you'll cross the aisle for those?
Oh, I will. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like
I'd put these up against Smart Food, and there's a chance these would win.
Oh shit!
So, but you don't like Andy Capp's fries, or like you just haven't had them in forever?
Yeah, they don't. This is not something that would have come into my life at any point.
I'm a fan of the Canadian Caps.
Had a Canadian not send them to me.
Man, did you get any other snacks?
Did I?
Oh God!
Hold on.
We're gonna plump you up today.
Yeah, everybody on YouTube clowning Shuddy for being fat. Get ready to eat your words and look like a big dummy.
Yeah, no, this is felt Shuddy. This is the skinniest Shuddy I've ever known.
Shuddy has a giant cardboard box. I guess it's not that big, but
full of goodies. Are those ketchup potato chips? Those little fucking weirdo Canadians?
I don't.
All right.
That's something I don't understand. The ketchup potato chips, I don't get it. Is that all dressing?
All dressed.
Yeah, I don't get the all dressed either. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Weird.
Maynard's wine gummies.
Okay.
I'm intrigued. I would eat that.
Like, are the flavors like Malbec, Cab, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Noir, like shit like that? Don't make fun of me. Don't you fucking do it.
What's a penis
It
Grigio?
doesn't say. It does not say.
Piece of shit, Kevin.
Then we've got Maltesers, which are malt balls.
Oh, I like that. I like malt balls.
Yeah, malt balls are delicious. Underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like
And then I requested Big Turks,
All right.
which are a cherry like taffy wrapped in chocolate.
I like that Shuddyboy is just shaking down our listeners for treats.
He offered. I did not. He asked me about the Coke, and then he said, "I'll send you some snacks." A Cadbury Crispy Crunch.
Okay. Any coffee crisps?
These just come at Canadian 7-Elevens. This is like what they see at their
2 coffee crisps.
liquor stores.
Nice. What about Arrow? I fuck with Arrow.
I've got
Any Snickers in there by
a
chance?
peppermint Arrow,
Oh.
and it looks like just a regular Arrow.
Man. Arrow.
Not just a regular Arrow, but and then there's a Mr. Big,
Oh, I called dibs on that whole thing.
a Caramilk from Cadbury, and
Jesus.
last but not least, Nestle Smarties, which I don't understand.
Yeah, Smarties are different outside of America. In America, they're little discs of, I guess, coagulated sugar. And everywhere else, they're M&Ms.
Oh, okay. Then I'll like these.
Yeah.
I don't like the American Smarties. And then also Thor number 700 that once belonged to Lars Fredrickson from Rancid, according to Bucci's.
How did he get it?
He bought it from him.
Does he
Is
just
Lars
bring?
Canadian?
Does he just bring like short boxes to Rancid shows and set it
I
up next to
don't-
the merch? Be like, hey, you want to buy my old comics and a Rancid shirt?
This conversation happened when I should have been being productive at work, so I didn't. Instead of making me dive into details with him, it made me decide to listen to Rancid's catalog chronologically, including all side projects. But unlike Wu-Tang, there was no list out there for this particular endeavor, so I had to do it on my own and put the list together.
No, Shuddy's working for BuzzFeed now,
So that's what I did.
making lists.
They don't have a Rancid Essentials playlist on Apple Music?
I could for you, Jeff, if you wanted me to put one together for you.
I'm good. I gotta listen to the new Black Thought and Benny the Butcher album. So, Kevin's recommendation on Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, I sampled a little bit of that, and it was fucking awesome. I heard some of that new Black Thought too. That sounded pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know who either of those people are.
Black Thought's like the lead rapper of the Roots.
Okay. All I know from the Roots is Questlove.
Black Thought's actually like a fucking sick MC. Like he's underrated because like he's in the Roots and he doesn't like, I don't know, like no one particularly stands out. I think Questlove stands out because of the afro and well now the Jimmy Fallon shit. But I think Black Thought's on Jimmy Fallon too, right?
I don't watch late night shows, so I couldn't tell you.
Either way, Black Thought's an underrated MC, and I'm looking forward to it.
So, for our YouTube viewers, I got a new webcam because the camera on this laptop just sucks ass. I look like an Atari game. Shuddyboy got the same one as me, and we apparently got two different models because Shuddy looks like a Super Nintendo. I trust you bought the same one because I sent you the link. So for our Patreon subscribers, we finally got around to recording our Supermarket Sweep watch-along companion podcast called Supermarket Queefs, where myself, Jeff, and Shuddy get together on Zoom like we're doing right now, and then on a separate device, we pull up Netflix and watch an episode of Supermarket Sweep and comment on it in real time. So you can listen to the podcast and then watch that episode and get our commentary along with it. It's like DVD commentary, but with us cracking jokes and stuff. I had a really awesome time doing it. I think it turned out really well.
I had a lot of fun also.
I've never listened to, a riff tracks type podcast or a watch-along podcast before, but I feel like we nailed it on the first attempt. So that was when my camera had just come in, so I looked kind of ghoulish because I was half lit, and I looked like I was 48 instead of 38, but I feel like with the umbrella light, I'm looking a little bit better. And I also, since last week's water and coffee disaster, I've been using stacks of comics to prop up my laptop to keep it at the right level, and there was some water damage to some of my books. So I can also detach this camera. Whoa, look at this.
Oh, you have a stand now.
I'm a fucking big boy with stands, webcams, and sippy cups. Uh-oh.
I like your little setup, though. Nice. Spending a little money for production. Up in the production over here, and both are on 2 camera feeds.
Yeah, except mine still looks like shit to you guys. Look at the picture I just sent you. That's how it looks on my end.
Let me see.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm rosier cheeked in that than even more so than on the feed that I see. Honestly, my computer fucking sucks. One of the few things that apparently it still does well and has is a good camera. So I'm rolling with this thing.
I feel like these, because I got one of those like rectangle cameras that just hooks onto stuff, and they seem to be the standard nowadays. But every one of them does like the fisheye bulge, like I'm in a fucking skate video from the 90s or something. I don't get why this is the default setting. And I've fucked with settings on these in the past, and it's like to get it. There's a thing that gets rid of the fisheye bulge, but it doesn't. It just zooms in. It crops it a little closer, so you don't see the corners that are as exaggerated. But it's still the same lens. It's still the same shot.
Am I fish-eyed? Does it seem like?
I think so.
A little bit. Yeah, it's like the camera's focused on you and then bends around you. mean? Or just fisheye. Everyone fucking knows what that means. I don't have to explain it like an idiot.
I also, now that we have some clearer video feeds, something else arrived in the mail today that I wanted to debut for you guys and get your thoughts on it. So, with the lockdown and everything, and working from home, and all fun stuff being closed, I've tried some new fashion ideas. I had my ninja pants. I got my ninja pants that got heavily clowned on. Then I ordered a care package from Gecko Hawaii and went all 90s out. And Shuddy liked that, but I took some clowning on that as well. And this was something I bought to accompany just a shitty mail-it-in costume because, there's not going to be any Halloween parties this year, but my family wants to do a Zoom on Halloween and everybody be in costume. So I was like, all right, I don't need to be a thing. I can just be something vague. And I got something to accompany my costume with, but I tried it on by itself, and I was like, I know that no chick would see me in that out in public and be like, I want to sleep with that guy. But I feel
maybe your family will.
No, I don't. You son of a bitch, Shuddy.
He got you. Play the button. He got you.
I didn't get Shuddy. He just didn't let me finish my sentence. But for the sake of prosperity, I'll play the fucking button.
It was solid.
Fucking suckers.
You mean
you got shut the fuck down.
Play it again, because you said prosperity.
You've just been shuddied. Suck a dick.
All right, so check this shit out.
Wait, did you tell us what this is? I was going to want to...
He's sucking his own dick right now.
He's flating himself, and he's going to come back with some sort of headpiece. Are you Gus Van Zant from the E Street Band?
I'm going to sell you a oat milk frappuccino.
This is a terrible... I don't know what you are. This is a terrible costume. And
it's not the costume, fuckface. I said this was like a part of it, and then I just tried it on costumeless.
Oh, so like you're going to just...
all of that.
You're just going to incorporate that in your look now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. This is my new shit. I call it the Tony Collette.
I don't hate it. It doesn't look bad on you.
Agreed.
But your whole like explanation and like lead into it just was confusing. I didn't know what we were getting.
I know. I was trying to keep it vague, but I might have just overcomplicated things and made it worse. So what I got was, I was like, I have for my costumes of doing Hate Bean, Cool Bean performances at Ellis Manias in Vegas and stuff. I have this like hair metal 80s out getup, which is an easy go-to. So I just bought a new wig. And on the Amazon listing for the wig, it had like a fucking bandana going around it and then this big teased out wavy blonde hair. So when the wig came, I put it on and there's no fucking bandana included with it. So its default setting is Cousin It. It completely drapes over my face. And at first I thought I had it on backwards. So I flipped it and it's the same fucking thing. There's no part, so it just completely covers your field of vision in your face. You can't see a face at all. It's legit Cousin It. So I was like, well, fuck, I need to get an extra thingy for this. And I saw a listing for these and got it. Yeah. Do you not know who Cousin It is?
No, I'll Google that. Is it like IT Cousin It? That's
from the Addams Family.
Okay.
What team does he play on?
Cousin It with 2 T's. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I don't think I didn't really grow up on the Addams Family. That didn't do much for me, but okay. Well, that's a bummer, but at least you got a new fashion accessory out of it.
I look like I'm either gonna like tell you your fortune or suck your dick.
You look like you are really good at drums. I feel like you'd be a good percussionist.
I gotta throw this up on my Tinder profile. Be like, caption it. Just thinking about drums.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of a good look.
So I'm just realizing now that I haven't been very descriptive because, the show is on YouTube now, but I'm also realizing that only a tiny, tiny sliver of our listeners actually go to YouTube and watch it. So it's basically just a headband. It's kind of like a fitted bandana almost, but it's like gray and has lots of folds.
Yeah. It kind of looks like you're trending towards Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I could see it being a little piratey, or maybe like a starter turban.
Yeah, like a woke turban.
Yeah.
We're trying to dial it back with these turbans.
Hey.
Do a halfie now.
When you're in my presence, Jeff, be fucking careful with those pronouns, okay? I'm gonna get pissed.
Okay. All right, yeah,
I do
gotta watch
pissed.
my pronouns. Thank you for checking me on that. Shuddy, what are you working on over there?
I just got a charge on my Apple Card that I don't recognize.
Oh, Shuddy just got his identity stolen, and we all got to witness it in real time.
Fucking Draven. Get Draven in here. Let's ask him about it.
Yeah, is it
Get your
porn?
ass in the living room right now.
Is it porn or V-Bucks?
No, it just says Apple services $18.
Yeah, I mean, Apple Music family plan's only $15. I don't even know.
And we use Spotify.
You son of a bitch! You would, Sharon, get off of Spotify. Go to Apple Music
What a commie.
like a regular person.
What a commie.
There she is.
She can't hear us, can she?
No.
Oh. I thought she looked at the camera. I thought I made eye contact with her, and she nodded. Yeah, that was funny. But no, I completely made that up. Apparently.
No, she probably was just like, what the fuck is on Kevin's head? I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going outside.
I'm going to hook him up with my girlfriends.
Oh, man.
I think it's cool. Your explanation of it leading up to it didn't do it service. But from now on, don't even explain it. Just wear that thing out.
Yeah, I'm just rocking
If
it.
someone asks you about it, so it's a hat. What do you?
Yeah.
I'm wearing it on my head. It's a hat. What are you talking about?
I have psychic powers. This is just to let you know. You're dealing with a fucking psychic over here. I'm gonna read your fortune, whether you like it or not.
I'm ready to get into a jazz band and drum the fuck out of some sets.
So yeah, I mean it's been quite a week. Laptops are on stilts, sippy cups, new webcams, and I can look into a crystal ball and tell you your fortune. Busy 7 days, friends. Busy 7 days. And I can't recommend it enough. Supermarket Queefs on Patreon. Probably one of the most out there stabs at entertainment we've ever taken. I feel like our biggest...
That's weird. Wait until Crafter Jeff.
Yeah, this was kind of paving the way for Crafter Jeff, which probably would have been kicked off already, but I got an update and they were filming the new season of MasterChef. Halfway through the series, COVID hit and it's been shut down ever since. So it might be a good long time before we get to kick off Crafter Jeff. In the meantime, we got Supermarket Queefs, and there's a chance Supermarket Queefs might be even better.
Yeah, we have a promo image for it. Good idea on that one, Kevin.
Man, I feel good about it. I feel like we found the perfect. We picked the right piece of pop culture to do a watch along podcast with. I feel like the filthiness of MSPH mixed with the wholesomeness of Supermarket Sweep from the 90s is the perfect pairing. It's like chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah, it's a It's appropriate, it feels like, and I think it's gonna be a nice piece of content for our Patreon subscribers. I think it went so well because I had a lot of fun, and usually I'm not an expert. Actually, I am an expert. I've been doing this for a while. Usually, if we're having fun, the audience is having fun. We're all friends.
Yep.
It's like they're hanging out with their homies, watching Supermarket Sweep, which whatever. Just listen to it. Tell us what you think. I actually want feedback. I want to know. And I've been pushing for hate mail for years, so I'm thick skin. I'll listen to it. If you guys think it sucks, let me know if it sucks. But if you like it, it'd be great to hear.
Same. I want to throw out a couple of quick recommendations. I reviewed this a while back on the podcast, and it was on Hulu then, but it's just hit Netflix. Hunt for the Wilder People, Taika Waititi movie, is now available on Netflix, so if you don't have Hulu, highly recommend it. Awesome, awesome, awesome fucking movie. And I just got done watching a new series, which is very short. It's 5 episodes, and they're about 25 minutes each. Have either of you guys checked out The Cabin on Netflix?
No, I've heard from a few people, but I'm not like a big Bert Kreischer guy. I'm not anti him in any way, shape, or form. I just haven't seen a lot of them. So like him coming out with something and everyone saying, dude, if you love Bert Kreischer, you got to listen to it. It's like, oh, I haven't like heard much of him, but I heard this is funny.
It's good. I feel like because the premise of the show is Bert Kreischer, who, if you're not familiar, he is the real life Van Wilder. If you ever saw Van Wilder with Ryan Reynolds, that's actually based on a true story. And Bert Kreischer was Van Wilder.
Yeah, he did like 7 years at Florida State, right?
Yeah. And Rolling Stone heard about him and did an article on him. And that's how it became a movie. Like somebody saw the article in Rolling Stone about this epic college partier, and they made a fucking movie out of it. Like
I didn't know that was Bert Kreischer.
Yeah. So Bert is known for his hard partying, and he drinks a lot on the road. He's a guy he's very fun-loving. But the premise of the show is he was worried he was pushing it too hard. So he was going to go on a retreat to a cabin in the woods, in the mountains outside of Malibu, and just detach from things and go through some mental, spiritual exercises to improve himself and to sort of detox mentally and physically and stuff. And then at the last minute, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to turn it into a TV show, and I'm going to invite my comic friends up there to goof off with me. So every episode, different comics come up and visit him at his cabin, and he has different activities set up for them to do and participate in like a bonding exercise between them. And he has like Joey Diaz, Tom Segura, Nikki Glazer, fucking Caitlyn Jenner's in an episode. It's Big J. Okerson. Lots of awesome comics, and it's fucking great. I fucking loved it. I put it on while I was just like fucking around with my dumbbells and stuff, and in the middle of doing like overhead shoulder thingies with the dumbbells, I started laughing and like my muscles gave out and almost had a weight-related injury. But even if you're not familiar with Bert Kreischer, I don't see how you could watch that show and not be entertained.
So it's mostly comics, though? Mostly his comic friends?
Mostly comics, yeah. Fucking who else?
And like, I'm sorry, they just do random shit like...
Yeah, so like one episode...
In a cabin?
They
like a painting or something?
No, not painting. Like more
cheesy.
God damn it, Jeff. They're like new wave relaxation techniques and stuff. Like they have this woman come in who does sound therapy and sound baths, and she has Tibetan singing bowls, and they do one episode. The first episode, a Cuban cigar roller comes up, and Bert's like, you know what? I just want to relax with my homies and smoke a freshly rolled Cuban with them and just relax and bullshit and tell stories. And while the guy's rolling them, he pulls out this giant bag of weed, and he's like, could you roll me a massive blunt? And the cigar roller's like, Sure. Yeah. And he rolls a Cuban blunt that is fucking gigantic. To the point where Joey Diaz looks at it and he's like, oh shit, we're going to see the devil.
He's a powerhouse, right? Smoking tank.
Oh,
Joey
yeah,
Diaz.
yeah. I mean, he eats like those 1,000-milligram gummies
Yeah.
and just powers on. Like, doesn't seem to slow him down in the slightest.
What is it? I want to smoke a Cuban cigar. I know that's not the point of what you're saying. I know it's a review about the cabin, but like that sounds awesome. I want to see that episode at least. But
It's the
I wanna
first one.
smoke a Cuban cigar too.
Are you a cigar guy?
No, I have friends that are. So like every couple years I will. I want to though. Like I'm down. Like I just want
Why don't you just go
I'll
buy
smoke
one?
a cigar with the homies. What's up?
Why don't you just go buy one?
Because I don't have I don't know. I don't have anyone to smoke a cigar with. I don't know. Like we used to get cigars after we went to the racetrack. Me and my homies in upstate New York, and Ozza, and his housewarming party. He had cigars. That's fun. I just feel like it's on a rare special occasion. Like I'm not gonna sit on my balcony and smoke a cigar. Like I'm fucking Meredith from The Office.
See, I'm not a cigar guy. Growing up, my grandpa was a cigar guy. You'd never see him without a big fat stogie hanging out of his mouth. From the second he woke up to the second he went to bed, he had a stogie. And they were fucking foul. Like everything smelled like cigars. His house, his car, and it was just putrid to me. And I've been, to weddings and stuff and bachelor parties where they're like, oh, we're going to bust out the cigars. And I light it up and I take a drag and I'm like, what the fuck?
The idea of a
You
cigar
act like that though?
is always so much better than actually smoking a cigar.
Yeah, it looks cool and
That's
it looks
fair.
fun. But in practice, I'm like, why am I doing this? This tastes so fucking gross. I don't like this at all. It stinks. Now I'm going to fucking stink like a camel's dick. It bums me out.
It just looks awesome. Like it looks awesome. I don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be, but fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion, obviously.
Also,
But
it only works for certain people, like Arnold. Arnold looks so fucking cool smoking a cigar. Like, you put one in my mouth, like, all right, cool, fucking Clay Aiken is smoking a cigar. Just looks out of place.
So the Lakers won the finals, and LeBron was smoking a cigar. I felt like LeBron and like Michael Jordan looked good. Like they look cool smoking a cigar. I mean, when you're holding a trophy and smoking a fat cigar, it's like, oh, all right, that's fucking sweet. That's a good night, you know. I just and from my from my perspective or from my experience, you never smoke a cigar on a bad night. You know what I mean? Like you're saying weddings, like birthdays, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's always like, from my experience, it's always a good idea. It's like, you know what? We do need a cigar. Yes. And a Cuban, like it's the highest quality as far as I know. I mean, I'm not a cigar guy. I'm not a cigar aficionado, but I definitely want to get my hands on one. Aren't they like illegal, or are they just super rare?
No,
I'm
they're
confused.
illegal. I think for a little bit
Not
they
on
were
Netflix.
legal because I think Obama got rid of that weird anti-Cuba thing.
He loosened the embargo on Cuba, but I think that has recently been
Reinstituted?
Yeah.
retightened.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. Let's not even do it. I'm not going to go for it.
But I think you can, for private events and stuff, like what Bert did at the cabin, you can hire a Cuban cigar roller, like a full-blown Cuban dude who came from Cuba, who's been trained by, I guess, the cigar masters, and he'll roll you up one just like one you'd get in Cuba, I think. But then
that's why I'm confused, because I know it's
Yeah, don't-
illegal.
Coming right, they're not Cuban cigars in the sense that they came from Cuba.
so the tobacco
I got
probably
you.
isn't Cuban, right? They're
Like
probably using
the-
American tobacco, but a Cuban's rolling it.
Correct, or from some tobacco from some place where we can get tobacco from here.
Is there a chance that all the materials are okay, like they're sanctioned. You can have the materials to make a Cuban cigar, but the actual like business transaction of a Cuban business to an American is illegal. You know what I mean?
No.
So like if they bring it over and they're not selling it, it's almost like how medical marijuana spots in California used to be like classified as donation. Like you weren't buying weed, you were donating. Same type of shit. Like I didn't buy a Cuban cigar. I know a Cuban
couldn't
guy.
buy
and
any
he made it.
Right,
you
but
know what I'm saying? Does that make
they
sense?
would have to. You can't. They couldn't import
Right.
the materials from Cuba. There's an embargo on all imports from Cuba.
I'm saying he's got a suitcase and he brought the suitcase with him.
He
from
would
Cuba.
never have gotten in through customs with it. I mean, I guess yes, you can have an illegal who floats over with a suitcase of tobacco and cigar leaves, but the likelihood of that is slim.
All right, so someone in the Puminati, please, if you have expertise or have an official answer on this, please leave us a voicemail. Or if
I
you
know
just
the
do a really good
Canadian
voicemail, just do that.
The Canadian Puminati can get their hands on imported Cuban cigars, I believe.
I don't need to hear any more about Canadian policy.
Man,
you know how they get down. No dogs inside. We got a Canada.
why do the Canadians get all the cool shit? What the hell? Did you guys watch anything in this past week?
Yes, I did. I watched a couple of things. Hold on.
Oh, do tell.
It's Tim recommended a mockumentary on Shudder called Behind the Mask, the Rise of Leslie Vernon or something.
Okay.
He thought I would enjoy it. I did not very much. It was definitely an independent film that was made in the early 2000s. The main character is one of the sisters from Home Alone. I was like, I know her from somewhere, and I couldn't place it. And yeah, she was.
Is it the ginger with braces?
Yep. That's exactly who it was.
That narrows
That's like
it down out of the
only sister
McAllisters.
that would matter. Les Compotons.
Yes, it's that one. And
you
it
fucking
was
idiot in French.
It was all right. I didn't think it was that funny. It was a little bit of a letdown, I would say. It's of the things I've watched on Shudder so far, it would be at the bottom of the list.
Have you watched One Cut of the Dead?
No.
I recommend that. Don't look into it at all. Just watch it and stick with it.
What's it called? One Cut of the Dead?
Yeah.
That's
all I'm going to say. Down. One Cut of the Dead. Halfway through watching it, my brain broke. I'm like, what in the fuck is this? And then as it gets towards the end, I was like, holy shit, this is actually pretty masterful. But you have to stick with it. Your brain is going to break a couple of times, I think.
Okay. And then I've also watched the first 7 episodes of Hellstrom on Hulu.
What in the fart is that?
It's a show based on the Marvel character Damon Hellstrom, who's the son of Satan.
Oh, that's right. You were texting me about that.
I did. I thought you knew who he was.
No. That's a deep
I'm
cut.
not very familiar with the character. It's pretty good. It's definitely gotten better the further I've gotten into it, but it's a little corny and predictable. Typical show, supernatural type TV drama.
Yeah, I have a tough time with those.
Yeah, it's not going to be for everyone. It's something to watch. I'm enjoying it a little bit.
It's a Hulu original?
Yes, it is a Hulu original.
I just got a free trial of Hulu Live TV. I am so fucking ready to fire YouTube. I wish I had a phone number I can call them and just ream them. if I can find it. I think they do. I think they do.
They
now.
have to. You just you probably have to do some real searching to find it.
I fucking hate YouTube TV. These cocksuckers. I know you guys are reviewing stuff. Just let me get this off my chest real quick. These cocksuckers sponsored the NBA Finals. Their fucking logo was on the fucking court, bigger than Black Lives Matter. YouTube TV mattered more than Black Lives in the NBA Finals. These cocksuckers don't have access to Laker games. The Lakers just won the title. They're the biggest fucking sports team probably in America, definitely in basketball. YouTube is like the major sponsoring partner of the NBA Finals, and they don't even have the Lakers. They don't have the Clippers either, which is even more of a joke. As a matter of fact, they don't have the Lakers, they don't have the Clippers, they don't have the Dodgers, they don't have the Ducks, they don't have the Angels. Like,
it's because of all the TV contracts. It's not YouTube's fault.
It is YouTube's fault. Pay the fucking deal. Like, what are they charging? What are the Lakers charging where you can't fucking pay for it? You're YouTube.
They have contracts.
What do you mean contracts? It is the Lakers signing an exclusivity or doing some sort of
deal. But they
deal.
already have deals in place that they can't break.
Okay. No, it's a move of the Lakers maybe that they negotiated with Time Warner and then maybe years later with DirecTV, but they haven't opened up negotiations with YouTube, or YouTube isn't willing to pay the partnership rights or whatever the licensing.
But
fee.
if they're mid 15-year contract with DirecTV, they can't start negotiating with someone.
No, it's not like that, dude. It's not like that. No, they signed their official channel is Time Warner. It's Time Warner Sports, I think. Time Warner Sports West. And for a couple years when they first signed that deal, they were only available on Time Warner and Charter because that's what's owned by Time Warner and Charter, which is now Spectrum, I believe. Then after a couple of years, they negotiated a deal with DirecTV. So DirecTV has it, Charter, Spectrum, and Time Warner, but not YouTube TV. The NBA should fucking step in and be like, no, you can't restrict access to our number one fucking sponsor. It's ridiculous. So I got also another fucking thing with YouTube TV. They have a 3-screen limit. You can only watch 3 screens at one time. You can't pay for more fucking screens. I would just pay for more screens. Hulu, you can pay for more screens.
Why do you need more screens than 3?
I have a 3 TV wall. We let my mom have access to it, and like if anyone else in my house is using a TV, that's 5 TVs right there. So I need at least 5 accesses.
Do you have the ability to tilt your computer so we can see your 3 TV wall?
It's in the living room. And my brothers, I think, are watching The Exorcist or something, so it's all dark and shit, and they're chilling. But yeah, I'll send you guys a picture. It's not as well. My next wall will be 4 TVs, and I'll be way better done.
I've got a 32-inch TV that I'm looking to get rid of. If you want it.
Well, then if I were to grab it, I thought about it. If I were to grab it, I would put that in my bedroom and have 2 TVs in my bedroom. But again, I don't have enough fucking YouTube TV streams to get it done. I can just do it in Hulu.
So why wouldn't you just buy a second YouTube subscription if you're willing to pay for more screens?
Because more screens, unlimited screens on Hulu is a $10 or $11 a month edition. And my current YouTube subscription price is $75.
Okay.
So, wow. That's hefty.
Yeah, then that makes sense.
They raised the prices by like 40% for fucking Comedy Central and MTV, which the only MTV is just ridiculousness. That's all MTV is. Like, it's not even a fucking channel.
Yeah, it's become like True TV with Impractical Jokers. Like any given time, if you turn on True TV, you're getting Impractical Jokers. If you ever put on MTV, you're getting Ridiculousness.
At least I can say I think Rob Dyrdek is fucking awesome and Ridiculousness kicks ass. So fine, at least they landed on that show. But like, it's like you shouldn't be raising someone's prices by 30. I think it was 35%. I think that's what the official rate was. And then say, well, it's okay. We're giving you Comedy Central and MTV. Like what? Why did it take so long to give us those channels if you were going to raise the prices by 35% anyways? Like what the fuck was the negotiate? What were they asking for? It's bullshit. So I can't watch 3 screens at one time. This is a problem on Fight Night the other night. And I'm so pissed at YouTube, but their one saving grace, I'm sorry, and we'll wrap up here. Their one saving grace is why I cannot fucking fire them right now. They have Red Zone. And they got me by the balls. I need Red Zone. And
you can't get that with Hulu?
Nope. Here's some fuckery from the NFL. I have the NFL Sunday ticket, but you can only use your Sunday ticket on one screen. So I have one screen for Sunday ticket, which is sometimes the Giants, even though they're really bad. Another screen for whatever's on the main, like whatever the game of the week is on Fox or CBS, and then another screen, the big screen for Red Zone. And I'm at the point where I need to run like 3 different fucking subscription plans through it.
Man, we're gonna have to like institute a new Patreon tier just to help Jeff pay for all of his streaming subscriptions.
Oh, and
YouTube.
don't even get me started on Crackle. I pay $50 a month for fucking Crackle.
Dude. Oh my god.
Man, so I just upgraded my TV, and I don't know, I'm probably one of the last people to be like, I have a smart TV. So I was flipping through the apps that come with it, and I should have written some of them down because it is extensive. And some of these fucking apps that are included on that TV, it sounds like they're from an SNL skit. I'm like, this can't be a real fucking streaming service. There's no fucking way this is real. But there's some weird ones, and can't even get Shudder on it.
Yep, and you can't. And on you.
Wait, on what? What is this?
Just on my TV.
A lot of smart TVs don't have the apps that a lot of people use. Like,
Do you know which ones? Because I have
HBO
Insignia,
Max,
and I think I have every app.
Yours is a Roku TV, right? Is yours isn't
Amazon.
a Roku?
I got a
Amazon.
Vizio, and mine it doesn't have.
I hated the Vizio Smart TV when I had it. I hated it.
Well,
Absolutely
so far
hated it.
mine's pretty sweet, but it doesn't. I mean, I already have all this shit on my PS4 anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just nice to not have to turn on an extra thing. I can just hit a button on the TV. But it doesn't have HBO Max, and it doesn't have Shudder. But the stuff it does have, there's a fucking coronavirus streaming service. Like, I don't want to stream a virus. Get the fuck out of here, you silly bastards, you. What's
their programming content look like?
I don't know. I haven't opened up any of them. I've just scrolled through it, and I'm like, that's a fucking thing. We should get an MSPH app on there.
No, they should just air our fucking Zoom calls, our MSPH episodes on there.
They should.
Because, I mean, why not? They have bandwidth. Fuck it. Just put us on the 3 a.m. slot.
Hey, Vizio, you guys got a Puminati app?
Come on. If we just get on someone's radar over there. If we get on someone's radar over there, we got to be able to flip this show. Just give us like 1 year, like $300,000, and that's too low, right? $3 million.
I want a harem of Victoria's Secret models. What do you got? You guys want to know on that?
All right, so here's my deliverables.
Give me Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. I want that made for real, and I want it.
Here's my deliverables. You're going to get the 3 greatest podcasters in the world. You'll get these beautiful blue eyes, this delicious taco meat, and the fucking ratings, the best ratings you've ever had. What I want $3 million, and a harem. Like
Why
Doc
do you-
Antle.
Why do you always refer to your chest hair as taco meat? And why do you think that's a positive?
Kendrick Lamar, in a skit, his father referred to his chest hair as taco meat, and I just always thought it was cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
That's the answer. Handle it. Deal with that. Process
It's
it.
the usual Jeff Clark excuse: cultural appropriation. Fucking got him.
I
You
want to say all the
fucking
bad
piece
words
of
at you, but I won't.
Shit. Take that, Jeff.
Do you have anything to review?
I do, but
It probably sucks.
yeah, I do have one quick order of business that I have to get to. I just received. Oh man, there's so much scrolling.
I thought we're in the review segment. What happened?
Well, it's been superseded.
Mid-seg.
I know. This is the longest, worst transition in MSPH history. But let's see if this works.
Your headband was pretty bad.
Mad Scientist Party Hour. Breaking news with Shuddyboy.
Whoa.
That's very official.
I've never heard that before either. Me and the Puminati just
It's brand new.
It's very
I did it
loud.
today.
It's hard to hear you, Shuddy.
Sorry, I can probably try fixing it.
Scientist Party Hour. Breaking news with Shuddyboy.
So wait, do you text? I just saw my name pop up, motherfucker. Shevel Cockins my mouth. Anyways, so do you just text Kevin that you have like a news break? And
That's what just
happened.
that is what just happened. That's what we were trying to do.
You got it,
Okay.
Cheval.
So is that the news break that you just are debuting the button, or
No,
do you
we
have
have
that
more-
and news?
No, the button was to lead into the actual news, which is
Coronavirus
another
is cured?
announcement for MSPH Wrestling 6.
Yes, that's much better than what I was thinking.
The tag teams for the you know what? Let me give the date and stuff now, and then do it at the end. MSPH Wrestling 6 was going to take place on Saturday, November 7th at 8 p.m. on Dom's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DomV311. The tag teams for the inaugural MSPH Tag Team Championship title match have been revealed. It will be a triple threat tornado tag team elimination match. The competitors are emerging from an impossibly large cloud of smoke, the team of Sticks and Stoned, Arts, and the Mighty Boognish.
He's good.
Versus the team of the Clown Room, Clowny Hair, and Ronald McDonald.
Oh, wow. Boognish and Arts are in for the fight of their lives.
Versus the team of Los Lamos, which are Mystery MSPH Wrestler number 1 and Mystery MSPH Wrestler number 2.
I thought with the Los it was going to be Mexican, so we're going to get Fonzo and someone else.
No, it's the Mystery Tag Team.
Melvin and Fonzo, the Mexicans. The Mexicans are coming.
MSPH management was urgently notified by the MSPH Canadian champion Lowman Chris that Jamie Foxx was a free agent after being released by another wrestling promotion for bad behavior. MSPH Wrestling has decided to take a chance on the bad girl Jamie Foxx and signed her to a 1-year, $2 million contract.
Oh my
She will
God.
be competing in the first ever women's elimination chamber match for the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. The competitors are the rock star Amanda L versus Curvy Beer Girl versus Red Rage versus the Goat versus Yasmin Bleeth versus Jamie Foxx.
I want to motorboat that whole matchup.
Wow. Jamie Foxx will be stoked.
Yeah, we got to shoot her to the Zoom link.
Yeah, for sure.
Apollo Creed Sr. has been cleared by doctors to wrestle again after suffering a gruesome head injury courtesy of the current men's Money in the Bank briefcase holder, Shawnee Killface. Recap, he was tossed over the top rope at the Royal Rumble at the end of MSPH Wrestling 5 and hit his head on the steel steps on the way down, suffering a concussion. Apollo Creed has vowed that he's only in the business to hurt people from now on, so much that he has created his own version of WWE's The Hurt Business faction and is bringing the faction to MSPH Wrestling. Apollo Creed picked up an insurance policy by joining forces with the undisputed world heavyweight champion, Ginger and Juice.
Oh,
Knew
shit.
that Ginger is highly trained in the MMA arts and would be a perfect addition to the Hurt Business to carry out intense punishment against Shawnee Killface during the undisputed world heavyweight championship match at the event. Apollo has more than earned a title shot after his various impressive performances in the Royal Rumbles and has requested that the competition be locked in a cell with him so they cannot escape. He will be competing in the first ever Hell in a Cell match for the MSPH Television Championship. Participants to be announced soon.
Man, is Dominic getting paid by the word?
Yeah, for real. So Dom put Apollo Creed into a title match because of moral victories. Like, he looked pretty good in stretches, but I mean, he never won a Royal Rumble.
Correct.
Shrewd. I love
after
Apollo
his various
Creed's my favorite
impressive
character.
performances.
Fair enough. I love Apollo Creed.
More matches and surprises will be announced in the next few weeks leading up to the event. Again, MSPH Wrestling 6, Saturday, November 7th at 8 p.m. Twitch.tv/DomV311.
Nice.
Thanks for that fucking prologue.
Yeah, shout out to Dom. I have a Shudder movie to review. Shuddy.
Oh, tell us more.
I saw this because of Letterboxd D. I saw that Dominic and Mark Rinker both watched the same movie and gave it very high marks. A movie called The Mortuary Collection. And it's kind of like Tales from the Dark Side, Trick or Treat, where it's like one story that has like 3 or 4 vignettes, like smaller stories contained within it. And the guy who is the mortician, who's I guess kind of like the crypt keeper in this universe, is played by Clancy Brown, who I'm a massive fan of. I think he's one of the best character actors working this today. Him and Shea Wiggum. If I see their name on a bill, that'll get a view from me.
Yeah. Shea Wiggum's the best.
I didn't know that Shea Wiggum was in season 3 of Fargo.
He's almost like the Nate Dogg of movies. You just drop him in there, and the movie's guaranteed to just be a little bit better.
Yep.
Like, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, it just
He
got
didn't ruin
cooler.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like this guy who just tells stories about crazy ways people died. And it was weird going into it because, you know, these streaming services, I think it's a Shudder exclusive. It says it came out in 2019, but I don't remember hearing it or seeing anything about it. I don't think it was in theaters. I think it might have been shot and finished, and then they sold it to Shudder, and it just started streaming like this past week. But it was solid. I liked it a lot, and I couldn't get a gauge on. I'm like, what is this movie rated? Because nobody's cussing. I haven't seen any boobies yet. And then a penis explodes, and I was like, oh, okay, it's R. Gotcha.
Oh, like you see a penis and
Yeah, you see a penis, and you see it swell and pop. And I was like, all right, I know what we're shooting for now. Exploding dicks, that's a hard R. Cool.
When did the exploding dick flash?
I didn't timestamp it, but relatively early on. It just goes. It's like 3 different horror stories in one movie. It was cool. I dug it. I would give it 3.75 dicks. I like watching Trick or Treat around Halloween. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, Jeff, but it's pretty much the same premise.
I haven't.
It's like a bunch of short horror stories that take place around Halloween in this town, and they all
Tales from the Hood.
Yeah. It's like Tales from the Hood. Yeah, they all loosely tie in with each other a little bit. It's a good flick. Not a lot of known actors, just Clancy Brown, and he is awesome. Holy shit, is he awesome in it? He plays such a cool, creepy new character. I loved it.
It just gave me a good idea for my brothers are in the middle of a horror Halloween horror movie marathon. We should do Tales from the Hood. I haven't seen that movie in a few years.
Have they let you watch Green Room yet?
No, I have not watched Green Room yet. They said it was pretty good. Like, they didn't give it as glowing of reviews as you did, but I didn't follow up after that. I gotta watch it. There's a lot of stuff I have to watch if I'm being honest. I really want to see that random. I really want to see that new Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant murder mystery HBO show that's coming on.
Man, you're such like a lonely housewife.
I am.
Fucking documentaries and murder mysteries.
I love a good murder mystery.
Next, you're going to be watching like HGTV and be like,
Oh, look at that quaint little house. I could fix that up so nicely. Oh,
dude,
those
you're the one who
drapes.
watches cooking shows. I don't
Those
wanna hear it
drapes are
out of
no
you.
good. Thumbs down to those drapes. I would have gone with a different duvet cover.
Whatever, with your fucking Ellen Burstyn hat. You look like you should be smoking cigarettes in a robe. And you're talking shit about me and my taste.
well,
Whatever. Fuck
I feel like we can meet in the middle and say we both fucking suck.
Yeah, I'm a virgin. Who am I kidding?
We're both just a fucking couple of old bags.
Yeah.
I did watch another horror movie, a new one, called The Wolf of Snow Hollow. I don't know if you've heard of this. I heard it about it on an episode of Doug Loves Movies because Ricky Lindholm was on it, and she's one of the main characters. And I enjoy Ricky Lindholm. I was on an episode of Doug Loves Movies with her. She's a very nice, sweet human being.
I'm gonna look her up.
She
Ricky
was
with
in,
an I, E, or a Y?
I think it's Riki.
Ki.
She was in Knives Out. I think she was.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you bit. Oh, that's right, because someone spoiled it for you, and you're like,
No, I'm not watching it. Murph.
Ricky Lindholm. Okay.
So, Wolf of Snow Hollow is like a werewolf movie. It takes place in like a small, snowy ski mountain community. And it was shot really well. It's got some really cool shots. And I don't know if I've ever given a movie a compliment on this, but it has really cool like transitions. Like in the opening scene, they're showing like people going down ski slopes, and then another shot fades in, and it's like an upside down mountain. And while they're like switching, it fucks with your head a little bit. It's almost like playing tricks on your eyes. And they do some cool stuff like that throughout the movie, which I thought was really cool. There's some good gore in it. The ending is very strange. I'm not opposed to the direction they went with it. I just wish they lived in it for a little bit and didn't just abruptly end the movie. But I did take issue with... Oh, and also Robert Forster is in it.
Ooh.
And it's his last movie. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? I'm fucking watching it just on that alone. I fucking love Robert Forster. He was a force of nature in the acting community. The dude fucking killed it every time he was on screen. So I was like, yeah, I have to. It's a fucking horror movie, a werewolf movie. Robert Forster's final film. I'm in. But the guy who wrote and directed it also stars in it. And his character was just very unlikable. Like when you're writing a movie, you have to start your character out flawed because every story is supposed to be a journey of growth and improvement. So you watch this person who is flawed, you're rooting for them, and through a series of events, they learn lessons and change and become better by the end of the movie. But this guy was just, he was too annoying, too much of like a spazzy bitch to really be rooting for in the beginning, to the point where I was like, I don't really give a fuck about this guy. I don't care if anything good or bad happens to him. So that took me out of it. But everybody else was awesome. Like Ricky Lindholm kills it. Robert Forster's awesome. It was a good, mysterious movie. The tone of it was pretty cool. They did work in like humor every now and then that also didn't fully work. But I'd say, you know, it was an uneven experience for me. So I will suck 2.75 wolf dicks.
Okay. I'm going to watch the trial of the Chicago 7 before the next podcast.
I'm making it a point to watch that as well. It's supposed to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to watch Borat?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. First night. I'm making it a movie experience. I'm making fresh popcorn, not in the microwave, but stovetop popcorn, and melting real butter and putting that on it. And I'm going to put it in a big fucking bowl, and I'm going to turn the lights down, and I'm going to watch Borat and laugh my penis off.
Where is it airing?
Amazon.
On Friday.
Is it straight to Amazon, or you have to buy it on Amazon?
No, it's included with Prime.
Nice. When's this coming out?
Friday.
Fuck, this guy's killing it, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be really good in that trial of the Chicago something.
Yeah. He plays that guy, Abby Hoffman. Right? Yeah.
It was weird seeing, because anytime I open up Netflix, the trailer for that keeps auto playing, and that Eddie Redmayne guy, dude's a fucking good actor. Like when he played Stephen Hawking in that Theory of Everything or whatever it's called, like he really contorted himself to look really Hawking-y.
That's how I look when I'm trying to do the one eyebrow.
Yeah, you turn into Jeff Hawking. But he's I don't always like his stuff, but he's a solid actor. But when that thing auto plays and he's got that deep American Chicago voice going, it my brain can't process it. It's like, I know that's Eddie Redmayne talking, but I feel like they dubbed in some like 8-foot guy's voice to speak for him, because that voice does not look right coming out of his mouth. But I know people that have seen it and gave it 5 dicks.
Yeah, everyone supposedly likes it.
Supposed to be solid. I've been watching a fuckload of horror movies lately and just haven't had the chance to sit down, because it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes. But yeah, I'll make time between now and the next MSPH to watch it, because I'm excited to check that out. It could be, in a year of pretty lukewarm movies and all the good stuff basically being held from us, that could be the movie of the year in a very, pathetic movie year, where if they held the Oscars this year, Sonic the Hedgehog would probably take Best Picture.
Yeah. I wonder if Tenet will get nominated in this weird fucking year.
I don't know. Like, everybody I know that sees Tenet is like, yeah, it was good, but it was kind of just like a sterile vibe and very confusing, and it lost me. I've heard that from a lot of people that have seen it.
All right, well,
which
I
is
guess
also
Sonic
kind of ruined.
the Hedgehog will just breeze right through to the Best Picture.
Yeah. Jeff, it doesn't sound like you watched anything?
I got nothing to report on. Yeah, nothing to review. Excuse me.
All right,
sorry.
Well,
Fuck me, right?
Let's take a listen to some
voicemails. Yay!
Oops, forgot to turn the iPad back up. Okay. I feel like what was that guy's name last week? It was like Hyper Chris or something.
Is that the guy who called Shuddy fat?
It might have been, yeah. Where did?
Oh, that was Robert.
Oh, Shuddyboy. I wrote his name down. I know exactly who it is.
a Robert and my fan in the Pooh FL, the real deuce, the second one, called me a little bitch and was. I thought he was unhappy about my fantasy football team and just how embarrassing they were. I felt like he should have been happy because he beat the shit out of me this week, but he insulted me. He added injury or insult to injury and called me a little bitch. So Roberts are on fire. They're really spewing some hot gas.
Yeah, we just need a third Robert to come out of the woodworks and tell me how much dick I suck.
Yeah, or Robert just shit in your headband.
All right, so before we get to Hyper Chris, a couple other people called in last week that we didn't get to. Oh, wait, it might just be the same dude. Hold on. Let's see. Who are you?
What's up, MSPH? Colton the Carpenter calling back. Thanks, guys, for getting back to my voicemail in a timely fashion. I do appreciate the advice on beating drug tests. So I want to apologize for shitting on you guys for playing Fortnite. I'm sure it's a really fun game. I'm just so fucking terrible at it that it bothers me that people like it so much because I hate it so much. But I wanted to weigh in on the jet ski debacle or debate, whatever. Jet skis fucking suck, dude. I got stuck on one in the middle of nowhere with no phone service and had to wait for about an hour till a guy in a fishing boat passed me by and was able to give me a jump start and I could actually make it back to where I came from. So if you got a choice, I wouldn't go with snowmobiles, but I wouldn't go with jet skis either because fuck that. So I was wondering for Shuddy, he's into awesomely bad movies for what the fuck did I just watch? And considering it's the spooky season, have you ever seen a movie called Satan's Little Helper? I watched that when I was in high school. Somebody told me it was awesome, and it was fucking terrible. And it was so terrible that I showed it to anybody that would watch it just so we could laugh. And Kevin, considering I'm a carpenter, we got a little joke in the trade. And it goes like this. What do a room full of electricians and a room full of lesbians have in common? And the answer is nobody in that room does dick. Love the show. You guys are fucking awesome. Keep it up. Thanks.
Nice little carpenter electrician rivalry, like firefighters and cops. You guys should play like a yearly football game.
Yeah,
Show them who's really pussies.
That's a good joke if you want to live in a log cabin that you can't plug a TV into. Oh, eat shit. No, I don't give a fuck. There was, you know what? Because there was a joke. I was a non-union worker. There was a joke about the electrical union, which is IBEW. And the joke was, even amongst us electricians, that IBEW stands for I barely even work. So I feel you. I feel you. As far as Satan's Little Helper, so I'm looking this up. Yes, I fucking knew it. I knew it. If I looked this up on Letterboxd, it would say watched by Dom. And boom, right there. Dom has watched Satan's Little Helper, of fucking course, and he rated it 3.5 dicks. Because if there's anything I love, it's looking at Dominic's reviews. Because I don't know if
Does he write reviews?
Yes, and they're awesome.
Are they as wordy as MSPH press releases?
No, not usually. Something that, like, if I'm ever bummed out or I stub my toe or I spill coffee all over the studio, there's one thought that always brings a smile to my face, and that's that Dominic gave the first Matrix movie 1 dick on Letterboxd.
That has to come from, that was our friend Ryan made us watch it constantly. And that was when I got off the Matrix train. So I'm guessing that would have something to do with it.
It's just so funny because I use Letterboxd all the time. I log every movie I watch in it. It's a very fun app, and following Dom on there just makes it a million times more entertaining because the stuff that pops up in the feed that Dom watches and the ratings he gives it, it's fucking spectacular. Like Matrix, one dick. Oh my God. But hey, Satan's little helper, 3.5. Fucking awesome.
Also, Fortnite, to respond to that part of the voicemail, Fortnite is not very fun. And I feel very similar to him, whereas I suck, and that makes it even less fun. But I just like talking shit with you and Ginger and Pooh Team 6, like the once a week or once every couple times a week that I'll play. So that's pretty much what I use Fortnite for, just to talk to homies and bullshit. But yeah, I hear it. I'm not going to sit here and make some sort of like passionate argument for Fortnite, excuse me.
Yeah, you know what? Me neither. I don't get it because I play Fortnite. I've been playing Fortnite for years. I pretty much play it every night, and I am terrible at it. I don't understand how somebody can put so much time into something and still sucks so much ass. I'm fucking terrible. It seems like everybody in that game is infinitely better than me. The second there's a bad guy, motherfucker builds the Twin Towers and then snipes me from the top of it in a split second.
I can't agree with you because you're way better than me. So like, if you're terrible, what the fuck would I be?
It's very funny watching Jeff play because anytime a bad guy shows up, he just fucking panics and is aiming all over the place and never stops firing. It's just spray and pray at its finest.
Yeah. I feel like when I aim and place the crosshairs on him and think that I should be killing him, I don't. So I might as well just like fucking just unload the clip.
Yeah. All right, let's get to Hyper Chris because... Oh, man. We played one of his like 7 voicemails, and since last week, he's called in like 7 more times.
Holy shit.
So let's make a dent in these things and see what the fuck is up Hyper Chris's ass.
No, he gets one episode.
Hey, guys, just to let you know, just because I just called you, Shuddyboy needs to lose some goddamn weight. He's going to die if he doesn't. Sorry, guys. I love you.
Then maybe it wasn't Robert, so I apologize to Robert.
Yeah, it was High Strung
Idiot
Chris. Idiot Chris. Oh, no. We better not lose a goddamn Puminati just because he's fat shaming.
All right, here's another one.
I'm sorry, I'm going to call again just to say that Shuddyboy's a fat fuck. He looks like fucking Bam Margera's uncle. If his eye was a little bit crooked, he looked like just like that motherfucker, dude. Lose some weight, dude. Seriously, you're gonna die. If you don't, you look like you're gonna die soon. Fucking please, dude. Like, you were one of my favorite people on MSPH. Fucking please don't die, dude.
Top 3.
Get off the couch and fucking walk around your neighborhood. You're not gonna get COVID, you fucking faggot. Do it.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Chris, take it easy.
Yeah, maybe Hyper Chris needs to switch to decaf or something. Jeez.
Well, maybe he needs to stop sucking on cocks or something.
There's 11 of these?
Yeah. I mean...
11 more? I was saying we do once a week, but I don't know.
No.
Do you want it all at once, no more, or once a week?
Banned.
I feel like Hyper Chris needs to get a hobby.
He's angry.
Yeah, he's got too much time to call in a podcast.
It's like when Cable Guy leaves Matthew Broadwick has like 15 unanswered calls and Cable Guy.
Yeah, Hyper Chris, you need to email us your address and we'll send you out a puzzle. Because it sounds like you might be going a little stir crazy, friend. Shuddy is not fat.
He's lost a whole bunch of weight.
Yeah.
I'm actually fatter. I don't want to land on the fat grenade because I don't want to be made fun of for being fat. But no, Shuddy actually weighs a lot less than me.
Yeah, maybe the new camera will help you out, Shuddy. Maybe there was just like some weird angle that was creating an optical illusion or something. Because like Shuddyboy looks like he's near death. What the hell? All right, don't get all bummed out, Shuddy. We all know Hyper Chris is just talking shit.
Yeah, I don't know, he's being mean.
for no reason.
Yeah, we need to change his Zoom name.
I mean, and I don't know. I don't get it because you're one of his favorite on MSPH. So
Yeah, out of all three of us, you're one of his favorites. All right, we'll take a break from the voicemails, and we've got Logan sent us an email to madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com, and he says, "Hey guys, to add to Kevin's issue of lady flatulence causing soft wood, anybody else take a peek at the bunghole in 69 and see a fair amount of hair and just go insta-soft? I guess I'm in the boat with Kevin. Don't know what it is. I don't mean to be like that, but damn, I see that and it's just game over. Jeff is probably going to call me a pussy for it. Whatever, you pussy."
Was that Warren?
No, it was Logan.
Oh, okay.
I think the only time I ever saw hair in a bunghole was when I was pretty young, and my girlfriend at the time, the first time we ever had sex doggy style in the light of day, I saw hair in her, not her bunghole, but her butt crack. And I remember looking down and be like, "Go!" But it didn't make me go soft. It was just like, oh, she probably just missed it, because in that, the very tip of your butt crack, like the nape of your butt crack, I could see how that could be a tricky area to do maintenance on.
Yeah, you need a third hand.
But I've never been 69ing and seen a hairy butthole and been like, ugh, and my boner ran away.
I hear what he's saying, though. Hair around that region,
Yeah, having a hairy bunghole in my face, that would be a bummer, but...
Would it be worse than farting?
Oh. I think I would rather have a hairy butthole in my face than a farting butthole.
But hairy butthole in your face and a farty butthole anywhere in your room. In your bed. Excuse me.
And the fart is non-sex related, right? It's just a casual fart. It's not a mid-coitus fart.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's just I'm really comfortable around you, so here it goes.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. I guess I could probably live with a farter than a hairy bunghole.
I feel like, from your perspective, a farter or a farting could be a bit of a character flaw.
Not a character flaw.
Character
It's
flaw.
like it's like she got too comfortable, or
It's a character flaw on my part. Only because I associate
Okay.
it with such a dude activity. Because all my life, the only people that ever farted around me were dudes.
But you do know that everybody farts, right?
Well,
Like you're
yeah,
not.
duh. Everybody poops. Everybody farts. But it seems like only dudes fart around me. The only farts I ever hear are dude farts.
So the girl, but the girl, if a hairy butthole would turn you off that much, that's something that at least you can like perform maintenance on. Like that can no longer, you can get rid of that problem in 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
How do you think the average lady would handle it if you're like, I don't even know how you would approach the subject, but if you're like, look, that hairy bung piece of yours, that's got to go. Or is it like, happy 6-month anniversary. Oh, what'd you get me? Unwraps it. A set of 6 wax strips.
Well, isn't a Brazilian bikini wax, right? I think that's what they're called. They essentially wax the pussy in the butthole, so you can get her one of those.
Oh, yeah. But what if she's like, that's not really my speed? Then you have to be like, well, hairy bungholes aren't really my speed.
Yeah, you might have to have an uncomfortable conversation. It depends on how bad how hairy the butthole is or how big of an issue you're having with it. Because if it's that big of a problem, but you want the girl to stay around, then you're going to have to tell her, just shoot her straight. Like, listen, your butthole is just too hairy for me.
Have you ever encountered a hairy bunghole?
No, like I said, I wouldn't say hairy butthole, but I've seen hairs in buttholes before.
Oh, I've maybe seen like a 5 o'clock shadow in there.
Female buttholes. Never on the goats. Never when she predatored.
Yeah, the goat.
But
the goat
if you
runs
get
a tight
really
ship.
close, if you're 69ing or get really close to that region, right? Like, yeah, there might be. You could see some hair. I don't know, but like, I guess I have to see for myself how hairy the butthole was to really just like connect or vibe with this voicemail.
All right. Well, I think
From
once we
Logan.
start talking 69ing hairy buttholes, it's a good sign that the turkey is done.
Yeah, we're on our last legs.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good place to put a pin in it for this week. But hey, friends, thank you for listening and watching. If you're on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. If you haven't checked it out yet, please, even if you don't plan on watching, if you have a YouTube account, just head over there and subscribe so we could look cooler. We could fluff our stats up a little bit. We're very late to the game on putting full YouTube episodes up, so we look like a moderate
Amateurs.
a moderate penis after a cold shower, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
We look like Jeff's hairline.
Oh, come on. Come on. You know what? Play another fucking voicemail from Chris. Enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. I'll let him correct or I'll let him light your ass up.
So yeah, check out our YouTube, and if you need more MSPH in your life, please, I strongly advise you to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour, the first ever episode of Supermarket Queefs that we teased earlier in the show is available, along with tons and tons of other content. So check it out if you wouldn't mind. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddyboy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram. You can listen to Fade the Media, Jeff's other podcast. Let's see. What else? If you want to be a part of voicemails, yay. It doesn't all have to be Hyper Chris. You can call 201-472-0139 and leave a message after the beep, or you can just shoot your emails to madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com. Shuddy, you got anything?
Currently feeling no negative effects of the 22-year-old Coca-Cola.
That's right. Wow.
Send him some more expired soda. He loves it.
Yeah. Send Shuddyboy a Ziploc bag of stale piss and see if he likes that.
No, thank you.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, we're going to have to get an update next week and see if you get, like, wretched diarrhea or if you barf or if you, like, grow horns or something. We got to see what's up.
I'd be happy if I grew horns, if that would be a plus to drinking 22-year-old soda. Especially during spooky season.
Oh, boy. And it didn't taste horrible, huh?
No. I mean, it wasn't great. It tasted a little chemical, you know, probably because of the preservatives and the corn syrup. But it wasn't disgusting.
You should reach out to our friend L.A. Beast, because I know he sometimes drinks 20-year-old sodas and usually barfs all over the place, and it fucks him up.
Maybe Shuddy's even got a stronger stomach.
Yeah,
somehow.
maybe I missed my calling.
All right, tune in next week when Shuddyboy eats a cactus.
No, that's not the calling I missed.
Oh, all right.
I was wrong.
Well, we gotta help our YouTube numbers. We see how LA Beast does on YouTube.
Yeah.
Come on, Shuddy.
Yeah, come on. Help us get a nice injection of new subscribers.
Next episode, just eat 8 pounds of Haribo gummies.
Yeah, and then diarrhea all over the Patreon.
Yeah, they'll pay $5 for that. Who wouldn't?
All right, thank you for listening, friends. But until next time.
Something.